Now this right here is truly one of my other beaters, the Nike Cruise Roam. Very much so a fan of this shoe when it first dropped. A lot of cool colorways, just something about it. Sock liner crazy, just like a sock, so you didn't even really have to wear socks. I did, definitely. I don't want my feet sweating. Nike React, comfortable shoe. Wore these so much they start busting up. You know what I mean? I just noticed this happened like last time I wore them, which was like a week or two ago. So I don't know. That's a doozy right there. Definitely wore them a lot. Still some good traction on them. You know what I'm saying? You own any Cruise Roams, let me know. And like I said, these are definitely beaters, as you guys can see. Next, we have the Nike Zoom Fly 3 in the electric green colorway. This shoe right here is very comfortable. I scored these at an outlet for less than $30. I had a discount and everything. It was pretty dope. These retail normally for $160. Very soft cushion right here. I use these sometime when I'm on a treadmill, but I found myself having a little trouble sometimes just walking in these. I felt like this was too narrow. You know what I mean? I felt like this was too narrow for my foot. Kind of weird. I mean, felt like I would fall off to the side a little bit. So I'm iffy when I wear these. I don't really run in them too much, but they definitely are comfortable. So if I'm going on a quick store run or something like that, or even a walk outside, I might try and throw these on because this cushion right here is really dope. But this electric green was cool. I was just happy to find these at the outlet for the low ski. I wanted some running shoes, something like this, and this colorway is pretty dope. Let me know what you guys think and if you guys own this in your collection. We have the Nike Presto React, another dope running shoe. You guys can see I beat these up. I wear these all the time, or often I should say, for running, for working out, for just casual store runs. This colorway is pretty dope. I think this was like the second colorway that came out. I think I found these for still also. Got them so long ago, I don't even remember the retail price that I paid for these, but I do not believe that they were normal retail. Let me know what you guys think about these Presto Reacts. They did have some colorways out there that came out that was pretty cool. It is very comfortable. This cushion in the midsole is something that I need, you know, back support, and just want to be comfortable walking around. You know what I mean? These are pretty dope. Presto Reacts. Let me know if you own any, and if you do, go ahead and comment which ones in the comment section below. Next Jordan that I like, one of my favorites that's in the collection and kind of revamped my love for the 4s, was the Jordan 4 FIBA. This one and the Denim 4s is another one I have, or the Winterize 4s is a shoe that I have to get to add in my collection. But this one right here is pretty dope. I'm a big fan of it. I like the quality on it, the color combination. That red, navy blue, and white is something that I have been a fan of for the longest. These are pretty dope, man. Got the Jordan brand on the back, you know what I mean? Definitely wear our sneakers, you know. Let me know what you guys think about these and if you own any of the FIBA 4s, you know, in your collection. But I'm definitely happy to earn these, and I don't think these are going anywhere anytime soon. Getting into my Kyries, we're gonna start off with the Nike Kyrie 6 Preheat Miami. Now this one right here was definitely fire. If you did not know, the Preheats were some shoes that came out before the original colorways did. They were selected to certain regions or certain areas of the world, exclusive to that area. This, of course, was the Miami release. Luckily, I was able to get these with an assist from the homie. Found them at Ross for like 50 bucks, so I scooped them up. Very happy to have those because, of course, I don't live in Miami. Very happy to scoop these up and add them to my Preheat collection for the Kyrie 6. Definitely one of Kyrie's best silhouettes. Next up, we got the Brotherhood Kyrie 6. Now, this one right here is very dope. Everything that I'm gonna say in this collection is dope because that's why I have them. The Duke colorway, that blue, black, and white color scheme, just sits so good on this shoe right here. Believe it or not, I found these at a Goodwill for a steal. Next up, we got the Nike Kyrie Hyperdunk. Now, this started it all, low-key. This right here was something that Kyrie wore before he had his signature shoe. I didn't scoop these up till later, though. I went back to grab these like I did a few other Kyries that were from his previous or his early days with Nike. Definitely not a bad colorway. They had a few different Hyperdunks that he wore that were pretty stylish or pretty cool looking. I like this one for sure with that 3M metallic swoosh. Next up, we got the Kyrie Infinity Valentine's Day. This right here, I like the color combination. Everything about Kyrie's shoe is just on point. The sock liner, I love the color, the pink, the translucent outsole. This is definitely one of those that I found at the outlet as well for like 30 bucks. So it was a steal. Of course, this was a shoe that released around the controversy starting and ending with Kyrie and his whole relationship with Nike. So a lot of people slept on some of his silhouettes or these colorways, but I didn't, man. I was happy to find these at the outlet in my size for the low. Very happy to have this shoe right here. 1 to 10, I get it's probably a 9.5, 10. Next up, I got the Nike Kyrie 5 Low. One of the first colorways that came out of the Kyrie 5 Low. Now this one was a good silhouette as well towards the end of the years with Kyrie and Nike as well. Great traction. You can wear these indoors and outdoors. I've definitely put my work in, mainly like on the treadmill and working out in the gym. Very stylish shoe. Once you clean them off, you can match them with anything out there. I found them at the store still now, full retail, and it makes me wonder, he's not with Nike no more. Why won't they discount these out? Because I would love to double up. Next up, we got one of the shoes that actually started for me with the Kyrie Journey. I also had to go back and scoop this up because I didn't realize what was going on when they actually dropped. The Nike Kyrie 1 Deceptive Red. I remember seeing Kyrie wear these, thought they were cool. Seeing LeBron wearing this specific colorway, I was like, yeah, let me go ahead and see what's up with that. And then it was just love ever since. I've only scooped up 2 pair of the Kyrie 1, and I definitely see myself going back to scoop up some more in the near future. So then the Nike Kyrie 2, then the Kyrie 3, then the Kyrie 4's hit. This right here, to me, is one of his best silhouettes of all time. This particular one is the Kyrie 4 Day of the Dead. Of course, drawing direct inspiration from the Day of the Dead Nike Dunk SB. The color combination, the detail to the shoe, definitely matching and on point with that Nike Dunk, or SB Dunk, should I say. This right here was one of Kyrie's best silhouettes by far. My favorite one. It goes 4s, 6s, and I think maybe 7s or 1s, or 4, 6, and 1s. I think that's the order it goes for me. The detail into these were crazy. I did have to stand in line for a little bit, maybe like an hour or so, to make sure I could lock in and get my size 13, because people was definitely trying to scoop these up. Definitely one of my favorite Kyries. Rating it from a 1 to 10, it's a 10. Truly one of the best out there. The Kyrie 4 definitely set it off with wild colorways and collaborations. This right here represents the red carpet from the movie Uncle Drew. Definitely happy to scoop this up. Had the patent leather on there, the velvet around the sock liner, the metallic gold swoosh. You cannot say nothing wrong about this. Didn't put too much footwork into this because I just wanted to preserve it as much as I could. Kyrie 4 red carpet, one of the best ones ever made in my opinion. Let me know if you guys own this. It comes in like that salmon kind of red. It's definitely a different color tone than most shoes, but you can expect that from Kyrie. You even have that patent leather hint on the back panel right there. This shoe is comfortable. The traction is crazy. I don't remember seeing too many people wear these. I didn't really see a lot of people hooping in them, but I'm sure people scooped them up because they sold out. Let me know if you guys are a fan of these. Rating them from a 1 to 10. For me, I'm gonna give them a 10 because I own them. Let me know what you rate them in the comments below. Next up though, we got another fire Kyrie 4. This right here is the All-Star Weekend one. Very fire color combination on this. I definitely put some work in on this shoe for sure. Nike Kyrie 4, one of the best shoes to hoop in by far. Still to this day, you feel me? Let me know if you guys like this color combination. This colorway had all kinds of hidden details to the shoe as well. Not mad at the Kyrie 4 at all. Rating this from a 1 to 10. I'm giving this one a 10 also. Let me know what you guys think. Of course, I'm gonna give a lot of these a 10, especially the Kyries, because I'm just a fan of the shoe. Next up, we got the Nike Kyrie 5 Duke. Now, this one is crazy as well, bro. White laces in there. I think I did that lace swapping. I believe they come with black laces. This Duke colorway. The outsole was crazy with that Duke blue. Of course, the traction on that shoe was great. The side, or the panel, the upper, with that blue flame representing Duke, that is crazy. One shoe has the Kyrie logo, the other shoe has the Duke logo. These were executed perfectly. Like I said, the white laces just make the shoe pop a lot. And there were, one thing about this Kyrie 5, you had a few different ways to lace them up because they were kind of difficult to get your foot in. I did a lace tutorial on YouTube explaining 2 to 3 different ways that you could lace this shoe and make it more of a comfortable ride when you're hooping in them. You can see the Duke D on the back of the shoe, kind of have a metallic silver swooshes on the side panels. You can never say nothing wrong about this one. Let me know what you guys think about the Nike Kyrie Duke. Rating this from 1 to 10. You know what I'm gonna give it, but you guys rate it in the comments below. I know Kyrie only played 11 games for Duke, but he definitely made an impact. That's why he was the #1 pick. Next up, we got the Nike Kyrie 5 Concepts. This colorway is crazy. Just take a moment and take it all in. The detail, the color combination, everything about the Concepts Kyrie Nike collabs were just on point. I'm a big fan. I'm very happy to have these. They came with a special box and a regular box. I was fortunate enough to get the special box for this one, if I remember correctly. No, the Kyrie 5, I got the generic box, but for the Kyrie 6 Concept, I got the detail box. Nonetheless, the shoe is fire. We don't wear the boxes, but they are definitely collector's items. The details on those are just fire. Next up, let's talk about the Nike Kyrie 5 UFO. This right here was a pretty dope exclusive colorway too that I felt slept up under the radar. I didn't see a lot of people scooping these up or going crazy for them when they actually did drop. But as you can see, I did scoop them up. Don't wear these too often. Got a little wear in them, but don't wear them as much as I should. A lot of shoes kind of hard to rotate, but this summer we're bringing them out. Let me know what you guys think about this UFO Kyrie 5, and do you have it in your collection, and rate it from a 1 to 10. I'll give these a solid 8.5, 9. I'm a big fan of them. Next up, we got the All-Star exclusive Nike Kyrie 5 Rocket collab. These right here were truly fire. One of the first Kyries to come with the backward swooshes on here, which was something that was just starting to come back into the fold. Of course, the Nike Darwin Dennis Rodman shoe was like the first shoe to come with the backward swoosh. I like that they added to this one right here, detailing different materials used on the upper, translucent outsole. Color combination was dope. I also did lace swapping, added the blue laces in there. Also added Volt green laces in there too. Lace swapping with this shoe definitely enhances it and takes it to another level. Let me know if you guys are a fan of the Nike Kyrie 5 Rocket All-Star, and rate this one from a 1 to 10. I give these a 10 as well, just because they were different and they had the backward swoosh on there. Comment down below. Next up, we have the Nike Kyrie 5 Chaos. Of course, paying homage or getting inspiration from the Kobe 5 Chaos. This colorway is just crazy. The detailing of them is definitely impressive. I don't see you on feet too much, representing Mamba, of course, giving you all the details that the Kobe 5 had, just putting this on a Kyrie 5. You have to love the creativity of what they brung. You have the Kai Kobe logo on the tongue right there. I like this shoe right here. Of course, a 10 out of 10. I don't wear this enough because I'm trying to preserve it, but I've been itching to wear them. So we might have to bring these out sometime during the summer too. The snake eye around the fly trap. The fly trap has different material, which matches the tongue. Let me know what you guys rate these in the comments below. Next up, we have the Kyrie 4 Taco exclusive collab from Odd Future. These right here are crazy. I stood in line for these as well. These actually released like a day or two before the Kyrie 6 was dropping. There was actually a good amount of people out there waiting for these as well. Exclusive PE that Kyrie wore. He had like maybe two or three different renditions of this Kyrie Taco shoe. This was the one that released to the general public. Very happy to have these indeed. Need to clean them up a bit. Probably gonna rock these sometime this summer as well. Still really good condition. Rating this Kyrie 5 Rocket collab. Once again, all my shoes for the most part to me are a 10 out of 10. That's why I'm rating these. Give me your thoughts about them. I'm a big fan of that big 3M swoosh too. That's just something that was just different. Next, we got the Nike Kyrie 5. I forget the name of this. You know, it got that galaxy type feel on the fly trap. Maybe this was the Kyrie 5 Galaxy. If you guys know the actual name, comment down below. Maybe I should know, but we just freestyling this because we got a lot of shoes to talk about. Big fan of this Kyrie 5 right here too. That navy blue, white, and silver collaboration or color combination was fire. Of course, with that galaxy print on the fly trap, you cannot go wrong with these. Of course, they did a lot of things with the fly traps on the Kyrie 5. That's what really made the shoe stand out. And that was also part of the lockdown for the lacing system. One of the best lacing systems out there, however, was a little difficult to get your foot in. But let me know what you guys think about this Kyrie 5 and rate it from 1 to 10 in the comment section below. This one was definitely fire, but next up, we have the Nike Kyrie 5 Chinese New Year. Now this right here, of course, represents Chinese New Year. You have the detailing of that quilt or blanket that's on the fly trap as well as back heel cup. I like the materials. I know I'm not saying it right with that. It actually is, but I believe it's like a garment or a blanket, and they put that material on the shoe. Black canvas with just the detailing on the back heel cup and fly trap makes this shoe stand out for sure. One of them ones. Came with a special box as well. Rating this from a 1 to 10. I would have to give this one a solid 9. I love it, but don't love it, but I really like it, if you know what I'm saying. Next, we have another concept Nike Kyrie. As you guys can see, the special box for this shoe right here. The Nike Kyrie 7 concept. Truly another banger, man. I mean, they didn't miss with these concept collaborations. The detailing, the colorways they selected, lacing options was crazy. I did some lacing swaps myself, but this one was fine as it was. 10 out of 10 again. If I'm wrong, let me know. I want to know your feedback on all of these shoes. Rate each and every one of these Kyries, especially from a 1 to 10. What's your favorite one? These had to stay with your boy. A lot of ones I came across, some of them I changed my mind on. Other people wanted to buy them off me, but there were a select few that I had to keep, and this was definitely one of them. 10 out of 10 in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think about the Kyrie 7 concepts, and you guys can see what they look like with the red laces. I think they really pop as well. Next up, we got another banger. Concepts once again. Nike Kyrie 6 concept. Truly one of the best ones, one of his best shoes in general. Everything about this shoe I'm a fan of. I know there's a lot of symbolism on this shoe. We've been dealing with that with Kyrie's for a long time. Some people love it, some people hate it. It is what it is. But the swoosh on this, the detail, the color combination, everything about this one was a 10 out of 10 as well, man. I'm going to stop rating them because you guys know by now, for the most part, it's definitely going to be a 9 or a 10. These are definitely a 10. You guys rate them. Did anybody here watching the video add these to the collection? Something you went back for, or something that you truly missed out on? Or are you just not a fan of them at all? Give me your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Next up, we got the Nike Kyrie 6 Asia, which represents Kyrie's sister, Asia Irving, as you can see on the medial side of the strap. The color combination was crazy. I believe there was 2 colorways of the Kyrie 6 Asia that came out. This was the one that I was scooping up. I like the purple camo on the toe box, kind of give me Bathing 8 vibes. That's kind of why I went for this one for sure. Let me know if you guys are a fan of the Kyrie 6 overall, and what do you think about this colorway? The translucent hit on the back heel cup was dope. I like the materials that was used for the sock liner as well as the back panel, that suede right there. Kyrie's definitely has some good materials that they use on the shoes. They never shortchange us with the materials, that's a fact. Rating these from a 1 to 10, I'm gonna give these a solid 8.5, 9. Big fan of them, but yeah, that's kind of what I give them, 8.5, 9. Let me know what you guys think about them. I mean, the more that I see them later on, I start to like them, but just right now, that's what I'm gonna say. Comment down below what you think. Next up, we got the Nike Kyrie S1 Hybrid. I love what they were doing with Kyrie's shoes, bro, with Nike. One of the only silhouettes or signature athletes to come up with hybrid sneakers of previous sneakers. You know, these right here represent the 1, 2, and the 3, which is just crazy. Nobody else has really done that with their silhouettes until much, much later, as you have Jordan now in 2024 with the Air Jordan 2 3, which makes the combination of the Jordan 2 and Jordan 3. This right here been done a long time before that 2-3 ever came out. If there's another silhouette out there from a signature athlete that's doing that before Kyrie did, please comment down below. But this S1 or the hybrid series was just crazy. I love the detailing, the color combination. This is pretty much a what the vibe, but instead of just using the colorways, they actually use parts of the shoe to make up a whole shoe, which I think is dope. Then we have actually the first silhouette of the Kyrie Low series, the Kyrie Low 1 floral colorway. Not a bad one at all. Definitely a big fan of the floral pattern used on the upper of the shoe. The strap on this one was definitely not bad. I believe this is the strap that was used for the Nike Kyrie 2. They put it on a Kyrie Low. Very low cut shoe, really good traction. Definitely recommended for indoor use. Rating this one from a 1 to 10, I give these a solid 9. Big fan of the colorway and just the shoe overall. Next up, we got the Nike Kyrie 5 Low Jewel Lloyd. This right here is truly one of the best colorways of the Kyrie Low 5, if not the best colorway. The detailing, the materials, of course, the same as all the Kyrie 5s. It's really about the colorway and the detailing on that back heel cup. Jewel Lloyd is definitely a hooper out there for the WNBA right now. Let me know if you guys are a fan of this colorway. Did you guys pick up this Kyrie Low 5? I was able to scoop these up at a Dick's Sporting Goods under retail, so I was very happy about that. Haven't actually broke these out yet. I don't know why. I love the colorway. Maybe just waiting for something like summer right now. Maybe we'll scoop these out or un-DS these pretty soon. But give me your thoughts and opinions on this Kyrie Low 5 Jewel Lloyd. Me personally, of course, rating these from a 1 to 10. Without a doubt, these are a 10 out of 10, but that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. By far one of his best for sure. After that Kyrie Low 5, we have the Nike Kyrie 8 or Kyrie 9, depending on what you would like to call them. Of course, this shoe was unreleased. They scratched it. Kyrie had a situation with Nike and they canceled this release. I was lucky enough to find them before they took them back and grabbed me a pair for a size 13. Not a bad shoe, man. Kind of impressive. The materials were average, I guess, on the upper. I like the silhouette and the way it looked, but maybe they kind of pulled back on some of the materials because of, they knew where they were headed with Kyrie and Nike. You know what I mean? Not a bad shoe overall. They have some solid colorways, but nothing that I was really going crazy for. Next up, a big fan of this shoe, the Nike Kyrie 7 One World, One People. They actually had 2 different shoes, or actually 3 different shoes. There was 2 Kyrie 7s and 1 Kyrie Low 4 in this whole One World, One People pack, which was definitely fire. The color combinations was crazy, like all Kyries are. You know, they just do something different. You got the One World, One People on the back. The outsole was crazy. I like this yellow colorway. The other alternate colorway was pretty dope too. We'll talk about that one in a second. But this One World, One People was probably a 10 out of 10 easily for me. Maybe need some lace swapping to add some more vibrancy to the shoe if you want to go that route. I never did lace swapping with this, but I could see how it could definitely work. Let me know if you guys have these in your collection. Are you guys a fan of the Kyrie 7 overall? He's had about 8 silhouettes. Let me know what your favorite silhouettes are from Kyrie in the comments below. These were great for indoor use and outdoor use, and these were a Nike basketball shoe that was true to size like most of his was, you know what I mean? So that's pretty dope, and the price point wasn't bad at all. This right here is the Kyrie Low 4 One World, One People that I talked about just a second ago. This colorway was very wild as well. Didn't see these around too often, and 13s went pretty quickly. I'm a size 13. I've seen a lot of people scooping these up. Now the Kyrie 7s overall and the Kyrie Low 4 had pretty much the same traction pattern, which was really good for indoor and outdoor use. So this shoe is something that you got your bang for the buck, plus the colorways were just dope. I'm a big fan of this one as well. Rating this one from a 1 to 10, I'm biased. I give this one a 10 out of 10 as well. You know what I mean? I said that was gonna happen a lot because these are my shoes. What can you expect? Very comfortable, and they just feel real good, kind of a one-to-one feel, if I will, you know what I mean? So let me know your thoughts and opinions on these overall. Rate them from a 1 to 10 in the comment section below. Next up, we got the first colorway of the Nike Kyrie 6. This is just the black and white one. Kyrie had some commercials wearing these shoes where he's like balancing himself on the ball. Once we got word of this shoe, I was excited. Reminded me a lot of the Nike Yeezy, you know, Nike Yeezy 2. That's where I feel like this silhouette got inspiration from. That's one of the reasons why I did like it. Plus, it was just a dope looking basketball shoe. Really good materials on that back heel panel. A lot of people were taken aback by the strap because it wasn't long enough, and it did grab onto the lacing, which was a little bit of an issue with some of the Kyrie 6s that I do own, I have to admit. Nonetheless, still a fire shoe, including this one right here. Nike Kyrie 6 All-Star. Now this of course represents like the All-Star weekend plus Jordan and his championships. As you can see on the sock liner, that's the same print that was used for the carpet that Jordan was laying on when he won the finals the year after his dad died, if I'm not mistaken. Got the 45 on the lateral side or the medial side. Then you have the gold swooshes, patent leather vibes on the upper back panel, translucent outsole, sparkled outsole as well. Everything about this one was fire, man. Big fan of the Kyrie 6 All-Star. Definitely one of the best All-Star releases that year, as most Kyries were when he dropped the shoe during All-Star weekend. His was definitely at the cream of the crop, you know what I mean? Next up, we got the Kyrie 6. I forgot the name of this one. It's part of the preheat pack also. It's from another country, if I'm not mistaken. I'm drawing a blank doing this right here. Like I said, we freestyling this because this is a lot of shoes to talk about. To script it out and everything would just been too crazy. Big fan of this Kyrie 6 right here though. Also, you definitely don't see people rocking these that often. I love the colorways, almost like a Superman vibe or Spider-Man vibe with the red and blue. But I don't see that so much, but I can see when I post these, people say that a lot. It reminds them of like Spider-Man or Superman. I get it because of the color combination, but this shoe right here ain't no superhero stuff. It's on some whole other level, you know what I mean? Rating this from a 1 to 10, of course, I give it a 10 out of 10. Lace swapping, put them red laces in there, put blue laces, put some Vogue green laces. It's gonna be a whole different shoe. I'm a big fan of the red laces that I put in there though. If you guys try some lace swapping options, what you guys throw in these shoes, and do you guys own these in your collection? Gotta give it up, man. Nike did their thing with this Nike Kyrie 6 preheat pack, releasing them in different cities, including this LA one, which I was happy to add to my collection as well. And this one actually has some resale value, which I don't care. I kept them for myself. The Kyrie 6 preheat LA was definitely a fire color combination. One thing about the back panel, as you see all the eyes there, if you move it around, you see silhouettes of imagery from things that represent the city on each one of the shoes. Whichever city was representing, behind that panel you had hidden features basically paying homage to the city that it represents. You gotta love the detail for it. The cream colorway with the blue hints is definitely fire. 10 out of 10 in that colorway for me. And then I was a big fan of this one right here, bro. This right here just took the cake for me. The color combination, I mean, it goes beyond a 10 out of 10 like most of these shoes do, but this colorway was just fire on this Kyrie 6 preheat right here. I think this was like the Heal the World colorway, if I'm not mistaken. The strap, you can see right there, again, a little too short. However, I didn't care. It did fray up my laces a little bit, but you just rock with it. You make do with what you do, man. Every shoe gonna have its little flaws here and there, and that's gonna be perfect. These were a little snug around the toe box, but I still was able to manage a size 13. If a 13.5 exists, like in this one right here, this team basketball colorway of the Kyrie 6 navy, it's the college navy and white colorway. Found this luckily at the outlet in a 13.5. So this actually fit me perfect, but the size 13 was cool. I wasn't really hooping in them like that, so to wear them for casual wear, you can kind of get around in it once you break them in. Next, we're gonna get back over to the Kyrie Infinity. This is one of the first colorways that came out. I was actually able to scoop this up maybe a week or two before they actually released. I was happy about that. Authentic pair of the Kyrie Infinity. This purple colorway was by far one of the best ones, even though there were a lot of fire colorways that come out from, afterwards. I did some lace swapping with this also just to see what other colorways match up with it, because they came with like the purple lace. I put black laces in there to see what it looked like, which was not a bad touch. I think the laces that it came with might be a little bit better start off for the shoe. And we also tried cream ones that you guys can see in this picture right here. Let me know what you guys think about the Kyrie Infinity overall, including this colorway, rating it from a 1 to 10. Back over here to another Kyrie Infinity. This right here was the Asia Irving. One thing about Kyrie and his shoes, he always includes his family, whether they get a silhouette, whether they get a signature or a name on the shoe. He's gonna represent him and his family, his tribe, which is something you gotta respect. This Asia Irving colorway was definitely unique, very vibrant. I was lucky enough to find these at the outlet for the low. Rate those from a 1 to 10 as well, like you will this Miami colorway of the Kyrie Infinity. One thing about the Kyries, bro, every silhouette had at least 20 colorways, it seems like. Maybe even more, 20, 30, sometimes even 40. They were going hamburger when it came to the Kyrie Infinities or Kyries in general, and I was not mad at that. Let me know what your thoughts are on this Kyrie Infinity Miami in the comments below. Next up, we have an animal print. I would call them safari, but they weren't calling it that. The mixed animal print and camel print on there was kind of different for this shoe. I'm kind of iffy on this one. This is a Kyrie Infinity that I like in hand, of course, because it's Kyrie Infinity, but it's not one of my favorite colorways. Rating this one from a 1 to 10, I would give this one probably a 7.5, 8. It's still dope because it's a Kyrie Infinity, of course. Just something about the color combination doesn't bring it home for me like crazy, you know what I mean? Next up, we have a Nike Kyrie Infinity that was definitely slept on. Majority black. You have the iridescent splash on the straps across the laces. The detailing of this is not bad. The purple hints here, not a bad colorway. Black is easy to match with anything, but for some reason this kind of fell up under the radar for a lot of people, including myself. I only scooped these up because I found them at the outlet for I think like 25 bucks. At one point when Nike was getting rid of Kyries, they were just dumping them off everywhere for the low. 49 in stores, 29, 15 or whatever in the outlets. It was just crazy. Rating this from a 1 to 10, it's about a solid 7.5, 8 as well. But I'm a big fan of this one. The Nike Kyrie Infinity, One World, One People. Definitely a fire crazy colorway. Found these at Nike, or actually at Foot Locker for like 49 bucks around the time when they were getting rid of all the Kyries. Definitely was able to scoop this up. Missed out on it when it first dropped, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly. But this Kyrie Infinity, One World, One People was definitely fire. 10 out of 10 in my book. What do you think? By far, this is one of the best Kyries ever made too. The Nike Kyrie 7 Weatherman Alternate, definitely a fire colorway. The Weatherman Kyrie 7 was also fire, which we'll talk about in a second as well. But this alternate was truly a one of one. I'm a big fan of the color combination. Lace swapping on here can just only add to the shoe. I don't believe they came with that Volt Green lace. I added those from another Kyrie, but it just matched so perfectly with this shoe here. 10 out of 10 by far. Unfamiliar, this Kyrie 7 Weatherman and Weatherman Alternate is drawing inspiration from the Nike KD4 Weatherman. By this time, they were already in talks of matching up or actually playing together in Brooklyn. So Nike did a little swapping with both silhouettes. KD had some shoes that were inspired by Kyrie's, and Kyrie's had shoes that were inspired by KD's. Here's the original colorway of the Kyrie 7 Weatherman, which looks a little bit more accurate to the color combination that's used on the KD4 Weatherman. I used to like these a little bit more than the alternates, but over time, the alternate Kyrie 7 Weatherman to me was just a step ahead slightly. Let me know which one you guys like more in the comments below. Next, we got another Kyrie 7 that's in my collection that I'm a big fan of. Kind of slept on by the masses, but it is what it is. You wear and buy what you like, as I do. This colorway was nice. I love the materials used or the design that's used under the upper layer on the Kyrie 7. The detailing on the back heel cup is also instrumental as well. This shoe is definitely crazy. They had some other ones that represent different elements of music and sound and earth, wind, and fire. Everything up under the sun, man. You can definitely never underestimate the creativity that Kyrie and Nike displayed with their shoes. Big fan of this one as well. Let me know what you guys think about this one. Rate it from a 1 to 10, and do you have this in your collection? Next up, the Kyrie Mom. Now, this was a hard pack to get your hands on. Luckily for me, I was able to get this one. I definitely wanted one other one out there, but it is what it is. I let the universe select which one I was able to scoop up, and I grabbed these in the size 13. Very happy to do so. They come in a mismatched design, as you guys can see. Let me know if you guys are a fan of the Kyrie 7 Moms. To me, 10 out of 10 once again. Rate this shoe from a 1 to 10, and are you more of a fan of the left shoe or the right shoe? Big fan of this Kyrie 7 Samurai. The color combination is crazy, as most Kyries are. There's not a lot of bad things you can say about his shoes, man. Maybe a couple silhouettes here and there. I'm not too fond of the 2s, and you know, the 8s are a little bit different. But these silhouettes, the 7s and everything in between, definitely on point. Attention to detail for sure. Color combinations, traction pattern, like they were great for hooping as well as casual wear. Not many basketball shoes can do that. Even though these are a little bulkier, people might not wear them that much as casual, but I know I did, and I had no problem doing them. These are 10 out of 10 for sure. Next up, we got the Nike Kyrie 7 All-Star colorway. Kind of different. Detailing is a little bit different on here, using the grind material, Nike grind material, which is a combination of other old materials used, and Nike decided to recycle them. These were kind of part of the recycle movement that Nike started. So the boxes were pretty basic, and then they try to use a lot of recycled materials to save the earth, you know what I mean? And of course, Kyrie got to be about saving the earth based on all his ideologies and stuff like that. Let me know if you guys are a fan of this Kyrie 7 All-Star, and do you have this one in your collection? Next up, we got another Kyrie 7 in the collection. I was able to get my hands on a good amount of Kyrie 7s, maybe like 6 to 7 of them. I think, if I'm not mistaken, we can go through here and double check them. But I got my hands on a good amount of Kyrie 7s. This right here was definitely one that I had to scoop up. Reminds me a little bit of the Kyrie 6 LA. That's kind of why I got them, with the color combination. You got the split down the middle on the outsole. This is a very unique colorway. Rating this from a 1 to 10. I get this a solid 9.5, 10 easily. Maybe some lace swapping might even add some vibration to the shoe. Next up, we got the Nike Kyrie Low 3, and the only Kyrie Low 3 that I own in my collection. Very much so a fan of this color combination for sure. Let me know what you guys think about these. Definitely recommended for indoor use. They wouldn't last too much on the outdoor courts with that traction, but the detailing of this one was just on point. That's why we had to make sure to at least scoop this pair up. The upper, the strap, everything about the Kyrie Low 3 was definitely on point. I'm not sure what the receive or the feedback was overall, besides the SpongeBob pack, because you had the red lobster in this Kyrie Low 3 silhouette. Definitely fire as well. But this tie-dye edition was definitely a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. No lace swapping needed, but if you did do that, that would definitely be fire. But by them coming with the yellow laces, which just matches with the slight hints of the shoe, no need to lace swap. 10 out of 10. By far one of my best Kyries, one of my favorites that I found on the low. The Kyrie Infinity EYBL. These do not usually release to the general public, but I was lucky enough to find this pair. Nike decided to release a lot of them to the outlets for the low for like $25 or $29, and a lot of resellers rushed there and scooped them up, and I bought them for maybe like $110 because people didn't really know what they had. After I scooped them up, I checked back a week later, everybody else had them up for $400. Now, I know the price has went down since then, but it was still a steal nonetheless. Next up, we have a Kyrie Infinity that I added to my lineup a little bit later. Found these at the outlet for $25 and said, why not pass up on these? How can I pass up on them? They're a Kyrie Infinity for $25. White with the black detailing and red accents. Finding some red laces to go in there, I can do that. That will add some pop to the shoe. Black laces might be cool too, but I think the red will really bring out the shoe. Maybe even set this up for some customization later. If I can run into somebody who could really do some jobs on this shoe right here, maybe we can go ahead and play ball. Rating this from a 1 to 10, probably a solid 7. One of my favorites, the Kyrie Hybrid S2. This right here represents the 4, 5, and the 6. Definitely a fire colorway on the Hybrid. USA vibes all day, as you can see by the patriotic red, white, and blue. Definitely will be rocking these during summertime. 4th of July weekend, you can bet that. One of my favorite Kyrie shoes in my collection. You don't see this too often. There were really cool color combinations on this shoe. I was fortunate to get this, but unfortunate and not lucky enough to grab the other ones, which I really did want as well. And the price point on those hybrids went up like crazy, especially in my size 13, definitely in the 14 as well. But this tie-dye red, white, and blue theme with the gold accents, the translucent heel cup, 10 out of 10 by far, one of the best. They used the Kyrie 4 midsole, outsole, Kyrie 5 silhouette, as well as the strap. I like how they executed that hybrid shoe right there. Next up, another patriotic shoe that's in my collection is the Kyrie 1 USA. Of course, we got to represent the USA. That's where we live at. So for holiday season, 4th of July weekend, we will be rocking both of these Kyries. Just try to be patriotic a little bit, you know what I'm saying? USA, hopefully they can go out there and pull the gold medal once again in 2024 out there in Paris. You know, let's see what happens. Let's go ahead and get to some more shoes that are a little bit different from these Kyries. Now, there are truly more and more shoes to go through here in my collection. However, I'm just gonna run through them and just show you guys these guys here. Definitely comfortable shoe. These right here, I wish I still had in good condition, like better. As you guys see, these been out for a very long time. Wore them, you know, in the 2000s, maybe 2016, 17, but look at that. Just all ripped through shreds for the most part. Good shoe, not that one. Not those either. And we got these that I found at Goodwill, Jordan 7 Bordeaux. Definitely good shoe right here for sure. Was checked out, so these weren't like fake or nothing like that. I just don't wear them much and I destroyed them. They're here kind of like beaters, you know what I mean? Super beaters. Reebok Classics. Got Ultra Boost right here. I need more space, you know? Stan Smiths. I don't want to put everything in, you know, I don't have enough plastic containers for the shoes, for all of my shoes. So these are some of my beaters that I actually will be putting on Mercari and my website, putting new shoes on the website as well. Just because I want to get rid of some of this stuff. And some things I will be donating to Goodwill, like this right here. These Spizikes, very fire colorway, one of the best ones, the great spikes for sure. Just destroyed right there though. But let me show you some shoes that are still wearable that are in my collection. Let me show you guys these real quick. Definitely a clean shoe right here. Wore these like once or twice from a foreign brand in France. Definitely will be rocking these this summertime, size 13. Brand name right there. Op France, really good materials on these. We're definitely rocking these this summertime. Then we got some, this might be a Cardinal Sin. You got Adidas box, but you got some Jordans in there. These mids are crazy. I found these at Buffalo Exchange. Really good materials on here. The leather quality is amazing. Size, I think 13 or 14. We're scooping up. We scooped them up. I was gonna flip them, but I'm keeping them still good condition for sure. Then this right here is another banger in my collection. The Kyrie Air Force One. You guys see that? That Kyrie logo right there. Kyrie Air Force One, translucent translucent upper. You can see my socks when I put these on, but I haven't worn these. I went back and scooped these up, just like the Hyper Dunks and the Kyrie Ones. I went back and scooped up a few old Kyries that I missed before. Air Force One Kyrie, bro. Very limited shoe, hard to come across. Definitely happy to have this in my collection. Let me show you guys some more shoes that are wearable, that I don't wear, that are tucked away, way far away, and I don't know what to do with them. Now, this is one of my good old bags that we used to use for some other stuff out there. If you know about the double layer bags, you know what these are kind of used for. No need to speak on it, you know what I mean? But right now, what is it used for? It's used to house some more of my sneakers. Dolce & Gabbanas. We definitely rocking these this summer for sure. Definitely clean, still good materials for sure. We got some superb shoes. Shout out to the homie Ramal who owns these. Cool Kai and them. Try to take that little swoosh from him or a little bit, you know what I mean? My other Dolce & Gabbanas. We got some more Reebok Classics in here. So like 2 pair of Reebok Classics. I got some more Gucci's in here too that I will be rocking. All this stuff will be coming out this summertime. That's one reason why I did the sneaker collection video, to bring out some of my old shoes. You will see them on Instagram. You will see them in the videos. We rocking our stuff, man. You got to wear your shoes. Some Supreme, or not Supreme, but some good quality, high quality superstars in here. More Reebok Classics. We got some Psycho Bunny shoes. So, you know, we got a lot. This is like another 15 pair total, I think, from these with the other shoes I just showed y'all. Wrapping up the sneaker collection, you know what I mean? Hopefully you guys did enjoy the shoes you guys saw in the collection. Let me know your feedback. These are fire, bro. Might have to put these on today, actually.
to be honest with you. But yeah, man, we got to order some more plastic containers. I'm throwing up a lot of shoes on my website, boscosgoodies.com. If you guys want to support or grab some of the shoes out of my collection, go ahead and do so. Link is in the description box below. Hit the like button. I'll see y'all later. Deuces.